person next to you. Say God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love, we come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Oh, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every walk of life, every creed and color, every creed and color. And can should we unite in honor of the God in each other? Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. Oh, we come together. 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 In the name of love, we come together. 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 In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity of Springfield. We're going to start our service in song by turning in our blue book to page 8, Gathering in Song, number 8.
Song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. There is abundance in our fellowship. This is a place where we belong. We place our trust in this great holiness. This is the moment, come along. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, steering out together on a journey through the miracles inside. There is a promise in our thankfulness. We know that we find. We place our trust in this great holiness. This sacred space is yours and mine. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. On a journey through the miracles inside.
Thank you, Gay and Linda. Well, we light the Christ candle as a part of our connection to the greater unity movement, and we hold and connect individual ministries in prayer each week. This week we hold all the ministries in the state of Rhode Island. So let's think of Rhode Island, in New England, a small state on the coast. And we send to that state and to everyone there love, support, and blessing. And we expand this prayer thought, this prayer energy, to encircle the world. To encircle the world with light, with empowerment, with joy, with abundance, and with the thought that everybody is receiving what they most need to live their lives successfully, lovingly, and fully. And for this knowing, we give thanks, and so it is. Amen. And now we welcome our platform assistant up here, Bill Shepard. Hi, Bill.
Good morning. Good morning. We're so glad you are here today, and we extend a special welcome to those who are visiting us for the first time. On your way in today, you should have received a welcome packet. We also have a gift for you, so please see one of our greeters after today's service. Unity is a worldwide spiritual movement. We are an inclusive community and welcome all people. Today is birthday Sunday, and I would like to invite those with May birthdays to stand, and we will sing the birthday song to you. Oh, we got a couple out here. Have a few announcements to share with you this morning. Join us in Margaret King Hall after the service for a birthday celebration and cake. Unity will once again have a presence at the Springfield Pride Fest, which is happening Saturday, May 16th, and we want you to be part of it. Unity is an advocate level sponsor with the Veterans Booth and will walk in the parade. If you'd like to get involved, see Jen Miller. Reiki treatments will be offered after the service in the Reiki room. Use the sign-up sheet located in the foyer or ask any one of the Reiki practitioners wearing an orange lanyard to receive a free 10 to 15 minute treatment. If you are 1 and 2 on the sign-up sheet, go to the Reiki room after the service to begin your treatment. Other participants, please continue to enjoy fellowship in Margaret King Hall until you are called by one of the practitioners. The 9 o'clock spiritual speaking class is currently studying the book by Eric Butterworth, Discover the Power Within. Get your copy and join us for the study of this Unity Classic. Everyone is invited to join us for our Mindful Monday Peace Circle on Mondays from 3 to 4 o'clock p.m. We will gather in the youth room and on Zoom to take a collective breath and a deep exhale of renewal, connecting with one another in loving kindness, more peace to our world. Wednesday at 5:30, Karen Kelly will lead the gathering meditation via Zoom, creating a sacred space for quiet, introspective meditation. You are invited to participate in the monthly Healing Crystal Bowls meditation with Peggy Patty on Thursday, May 7th at 6 o'clock. Immerse yourself in the soothing, healing vibrations as we send harmony, peace, and balance into our community and our world. Suggested love offering is $15. Next Sunday, May 10th, is our monthly fellowship potluck after the service, so bring your favorite dish to share. All are welcome to join in the flute circle with David Tell on Thursday, May 14th at 1 o'clock, and that is held here in the sanctuary. Beginners are encouraged to come as well. Emails are sent out weekly that have information on current happenings and how to join in events. To sign up for emails, ask a greeter for a yellow card to fill out or visit our website to subscribe. Also, check out our website for up-to-date information at unityofspringfield.org. We would like to give special thanks to Donna Studebaker for heading the efforts of Unity's Abundance Sale yesterday. So please thank you to all the volunteers who helped with this event, as well as those who donated items to sell. I stopped by yesterday, and boy, it was very active. Lots of people, a lot of stuff going on. Creating our lives and our world through the thoughts and beliefs we hold in mind is a spiritual principle we practice at Unity of Springfield. And we also know these truths together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. Our vision statement: a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And our mission statement: we recognize God is love, individualized in all people. Therefore, we provide a positive environment for spiritual growth that empowers all to be in the world. Our youth and family ministry affirmation: family ministry empowers the next generation with loving kindness and acceptance, creating a safe, sacred space for children, teens, and young adults to explore, discover, and experience spirituality. And now Linda Cantor will read today's daily word.
Good morning. Sunday, May 3rd, our word for today is life. With joy, I dance in the fountain of life. Observing children playing in a fountain, I hear them laughing as they dart through sprays of water, surprised by sudden geysers. Sunlight turns the wafting mist into prisms of color, a reminder that the same joy and light dance in me. Life can feel like that fountain, fun, but sometimes catching me by surprise. If I resist, I grow weary. But when I move with its rhythm, dodging, laughing, and dancing, I feel the pulse of divine life. Even in challenging circumstances, I can regard the spray as refreshment, the soaking as grace. Each of these baptisms becomes an invitation to cleansing, renewal, and awakening. a chance to grow in spirit. As I join life's dance, I am lifted. Creativity awakens, joy abounds, and I feel fully alive. From Psalm 36:9, for with you is the fountain of life. In your light we see light. And if you join me in the affirmation again, with joy I dance in the fountain of life. And before we hear today's meditation and message from Reverend Alden, let's sing Silence is Refreshing, page 35 in the Blue Songbook.
Silence is refreshing anytime throughout the day. Silence holds wisdom to guide us on our way. Silence is teeming with possibilities, flowing abundant opportunities. Silence is relaxing. Close your eyes, step inside. Silence is shelter from the world outside. Silence is bursting with love, serenity, soothing, tranquil, peaceful energy. Silence is renewing any moment, any hour. Silence lifts worry, replacing it with power. Silence reminds us of our divinity, perfect, splendid, for eternity.
And now let us prepare for ourselves for a time of inner contemplation and meditation. And we begin that process by simply closing our eyes. Closing our eyes to the distractions, the images, the noises, the demands of the outer world. We let them go for the next few minutes. We can come back to them later. But for now, this is our moment, our time to let go. To let go and to allow ourselves to move into a greater awareness of the tranquility and serenity and calmness of that inner state of consciousness that comes when we are willing to let go and to let the power and presence of Spirit of the universe simply flow through us. This flow of energy is like a calming flow of water, gently entering into our view. Feel it, sense it. It is there. And once we begin to sense this peaceful, calm, and relaxed state of consciousness, when we're able to tune in enough, we feel the support, the nurturing, the flow of good, of abundance, of wholeness, of inspiration. This flow comes from the deepest part of our being. It comes from the spiritual aspect of ourselves, the essence of who we are. And it is through this awareness that we become aware that there is a presence, a power, a something that we cannot explain fully, but that we sense is there throughout the universe, here on this planet and beyond. And although we witness activity on our planet Earth that seems incongruous with this feeling of calmness, this peacefulness, this calm flow of water, of energy. From this perspective, we're able to see the potential for peace on earth to happen. And we foster the expression of this calmness and peacefulness and mutual understanding right now. By being an open channel through which this spirit, this energy is flowing. And so through this mutual and individual experience of inner contemplation and meditation, we align ourselves with the flow of good and begin to see the results of this experience in our own lives. And we add to the blessings of our greater world. And so we are here in this place, or wherever we're experiencing this service right now, and whenever we're experiencing it. We're adding to the good of the world. We're helping to make our world a better place for all. And this is everyone's birthright. Every person living on our planet today has that birthright. And for that to happen, for that birthright to be activated, it's going to take all of us to help to create the space and the energy and the expectation of that good. And so let us, for the next few moments, sit quietly, peacefully in this inner space of blessing, knowing this truth and being a channel for good for a few moments in the silence. From the stillness, from this flow of calm, peaceful energy, we now emerge from this time of meditation, renewed, refreshed, lifted up, and ready to greet each experience ahead of us with a sense of calm, with a sense of universal perspective, of seeing all of creation as really a mutual experience, that what we do impacts all. And so we are grateful for this opportunity to feel our oneness with Spirit. And we give thanks through the name and through the power of the living Christ presence within us all. And so it is. Amen. Thank you, Shelley. Well, thank you to everybody who makes our service possible. And we have Gay and Linda today as our music section. Thank you so much. And to our platform folk, where's Bill? He's back, okay, back there. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Linda. And also to our crew back in the, I call it the booth, I don't know, the tech booth, We got Shelley and Danny back there, to Carol and Chris, who are greeters today, everybody who helps to make our hospitality such a joyous and tasty experience. Birthday cake, huh? I belong to this clergy group called United, and one of the members doesn't like meetings. So she always brings cake, because if you bring cake, then it's like, it's okay to have a meeting. So. It's Meredith Brown from Douglas Avenue Methodist Church. And thank you to Chris Farashon, who keeps us all together from afar, our administrative director. Welcome to everybody watching us on YouTube and Facebook. When we use the phrase loaded word, there are a lot of meanings, several meanings, in fact. And what we generally mean is that it's loaded with something desirable. Mm-hmm. You know, kind of like a loaded potato. These have been around for years. I mean, decades. I remember when I was a waiter back in the 70s, we served these. I remember. My memory's still working correctly. And they're pretty good. You know, you got the cheese, the sour cream, the bacon bits, the chopped scallions, you know. But we always think, well, you know, potatoes good, but what if we, you know, chopped up the potatoes? And so there's loaded fries, and you can see on the slide, if those of you can see it, all kinds of stuff. I mean, just name it, throw it on there. You know, that's loaded, really loaded. But the king of loaded cuisine is right here in Springfield, Illinois. And there's nothing like this. And you can make this any way you want. For those of you who are maybe watching online, not from Springfield, can everybody in the audience yell out what this is called together? Horseshoe. Thank you very much. And if you want a little baby one, what's it called? Pony shoe. Now, my apologies to everybody, because right now either you're having indigestion, excruciating hunger, or maybe a little acid reflux. But when we load something, it usually means we're adding something good, something we want. That what we have is fine, but we want to load it with a little more. And that something enhances what we're loading it upon. Now, there are other words that are related to loaded, like locked and loaded. Means something totally different, doesn't it? Our source for information, artificial intelligence, says, locked and loaded means to be fully prepared for immediate action, operation, or battle, originating from military terminology where a weapon is loaded with ammunition and the safety is secured or locked, and it signifies that all necessary equipment or plans are in place and ready to go instantly, kind of like this. It means we're ready for action. Like Mr. Bean here. Fully prepared. Bring it on. We're all set, you know. But another meaning of loaded is when we say loaded word. And this is defined as a term with strong emotional implications or connotations or secondary meanings that evoke a positive or negative reaction going beyond its literal definition. Frequently used in persuasion, media, politics, they influence opinions by framing narratives of evoking emotion rather than relying upon facts. Have any of you experienced this kind of loadedness in the media lately? A little bit? Wee bit? Because it has to do with how we respond to things emotionally. The different connotations of words, the many meanings. What is the most heavily loaded word ever? I'll show you. This word. For those of you who can't see the screen, the word is interesting. How did he look? Interesting. How did it taste? Interesting. How was Reverend Alden's sermon last week? Interesting, dude. Think of all the words we use that have these meanings that can mean a lot of stuff. And the word interesting, we love that word. And that's a word we use when we don't really want to say what we're thinking. But there's another word that also is extremely loaded, very loaded, and it's this one. God. I've observed in my time as a human being, as a minister, this word flung about at a rate that boggles the imagination. It's God this, it's God that, it's a God job, God dang, God blankety blank. To the point where it almost becomes it's a bit of a throwaway word. Or just don't know what else to say, so we just say God this, God that. What do we mean when we say this word? And to ask that question is because God is a word that is loaded to the brim with lots of stuff. Many, dare I use the word, a plethora of concepts, beliefs, images, expectations. There's a whole study of God. What's it called? Theology. Theology. And you can get degrees in theology. It's where we learn from a theologian, somebody who knows something about God. What is God? Allow me to just show a short video, I need some sound here in a moment, of a well-known professional theologian.
Convinced people that there's an invisible man living in the sky who watches everything you do every minute of every day. And the invisible man has a special list of 10 things he does not want you to do. And if you do any of these 10 things, he has a special place full of fire and smoke and burning and torture and anguish where he will send you to live and suffer and burn and choke and scream and cry forever and ever till the end of time. But he loves you. He loves you. He loves you and he needs money. He always needs money. He's all powerful, all perfect, all knowing, and all wise. Somehow, just can't handle money. Religion takes in billions of dollars. They pay no taxes, and they always need a little more.
You can cut the sound back now. I had to cut the video at that point for everybody with delicate hearing. I told you he was a famous theologian. There are so many concepts of God when it comes to concepts, everybody is right. And everybody's wrong. And you're asking me, well, how can everybody be right and everybody be wrong? It's paradoxical. It's complicated. It's God. Now, everybody who acknowledges that God exists, that's a lot of people, has a concept, has a belief, has an image. There are many people who imagine God to be like the God that is described in the last video by our theologian. Often it's a he, and that he lives where? Somewhere up there. There are also many people who don't believe in a God, don't care, don't have images, because why? It's not important to them. They're all right. Because they have a concept or a non-concept that works for them in their lives. And there's nothing wrong with this. But they're all wrong, and by wrong, I don't mean to be judgmental. But when we really boil it down, really think about what we've learned about the one presence and one power of the universe that we invoked earlier. There's only one presence and one power in the universe, God, the source of all good. That one. The one source, the one force, the one something out of which this all came to be is indefinable. You and me and everybody and the mellow cream store down the street came out of this one source, this one power, this one presence. And so this one something it all came out of is in itself not a thing, not a person. It's just infinite. And we humans have kind of a hard time dealing with infinite. It's like infinite. And the problem is that our modern languages, English, German, French, Spanish, whatever, our three-dimensional languages are really good at describing things like pointers, candles, microphones. Very good at that. But not real good at infinite. If we're going to pick maybe the closest word to God that we can personally relate to, it's maybe the word intuition. And we look at intuition. When we intuitively know something and sense something, but can't prove it logically, but we know it exists, we know there's this one presence and power that we're sensing flowing through us, that's pretty close. And so we humans, I really think we humans need to lighten up about how we use this word and how we use it on other people. To not push our concept of God on others. To not be chauvinistic about our understanding of God. And of course, we here in Unity have the right one, of course. And then people down at that other church. Remember this commercial? My dog's better than your dog. My God's better than yours. My God's better because he eats kennel ration. Remember kennel ration? It's like some dog food. Am I remembering this right? Thank you. You see, God, we're talking not everybody's concept of God, but God does not favor anyone's concept of God. God does not take sides any more than the sun decides, well, I don't know if I'm going to shine on Springfield today. They've been a bit naughty. Not going to do it. That's not how the universe is structured. And if anybody says that the universe is structured in this way where God favors one group of people over another, they are mistaken. That's how it works. Let me give you a current events example. Two months ago, two countries, the one on the left and the one down here, okay, attacked another country. That's the one up there. Out of the blue, just happened. We woke up one day and boom, this was going on. So two countries using weapons in their quest to dominate another country, and that other country responded. And this is going on right now. Thousands of people have been killed. There's been destruction of buildings, infrastructure. Social media is abounding with positioning and posturing and trying to get the edge as if that's how you fight a war. But there's been deprivation of crucial resources worldwide. Petroleum products, food, needed chemicals, stuff that our modern world needs to function. And we're all dealing with it. I was watching an Australian yesterday talking about this. And she said it's like being dragged over a barbed wire fence. Well, that's not an image we particularly want to hold, but that's how this person felt. So we look at this situation. Maybe we don't want to look at it. Maybe we don't want to hear about it. And I'm sorry I brought this up today, but it is a current example. Because the question I want to throw out here is, whose side is God on? Dumb question. The answer, there's God, by the way, is none of them. Or is it all of them? Maybe it's both. Now, we like to, as human beings, and everybody does this, like to anthropomorphize God. Think about God as being kind of like us. Not totally like us, but kind of like us. And so if we were God and we were looking at this situation, what would God be saying to everybody? What the hell are you doing? Yeah. You see, God created human beings after their own image. That's something we read in the book of Genesis. You know, and I always find it funny when read that, it's God and somebody else who's like God. Well, they created. Who's they? I don't know. It sounded like a committee was God doing that. But then we start looking at ourselves. And we human beings tend to create God after our own image, or at least an image that we relate to or we understand. When in reality, God is just God. God is the source, the force, the energy, the creative force out of which, this is the word we use, God, okay, out of which everything we see in the universe, you can call it the Big Bang. There's a lot of words we could use. And somehow this universe in which we live, planet Earth, galaxies, solar systems, aliens, okay, all this is sustained by this one presence, this one power, this something. And it sustains everything, all of it, everybody, and everything. The co-founder of Unity, Charles Fillmore, he had many things to say about God, but let me share with you this one. The central proposition in the inspiration of spirit is that God, or primal cause, is good. It does not make any great difference what you name this primal cause. The important consideration is the right concept of its character. Concept. The Hindus call it Brahma, a being of such stupendous proportions that man shrinks into nothingness in contemplating it. He's really close there, isn't he? Of understanding the one force, the one presence, the one something. I'd like to share also a quote from the American philosopher Ken Wilber. He writes, "The ultimate metaphysical secret, if we dare to state it so simply, is that there are no boundaries in the universe. Boundaries are illusions, products not of reality, but of the way we map and edit reality. And while it is fine to map out the territory, it is fatal to confuse the two." So, we get the sense that this word is limitless. And when we hold a concept of it, even if it's a good concept, a worthy concept, it's still limiting what this is. We think we know and really know what God is. It doesn't stop us from trying to persuade others that our knowledge is right. So what do we do? What do we do about God? Do we just say, well, I'm going to give up? Can't know it. It's infinite. Throw my hands in the air. I'll just be clueless. Do we just give up? The answer, people always look to me for answers like I got answers. But let me be so bold as to propose this. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to do anything. If God is and we are, we must already be in relationship with it. It's already there. We're already connected. We're already one. But all we have to do, if it's important to us, all we have to do is to be open to the experience of this, open to the experience of our oneness, to begin to feel for it. And it's through feeling, it's through the emotional side, the feeling side, the heart side, that we begin to come to appreciate the infinite nature of God. But we have to be willing to allow it. And what this image strikes me as being is that to have this experience, we don't need an intermediary. Now, that's when religion steps in and says, we have a certified intermediary that's going to help you get to this thing that you already are. Huh? This is our authority. And we might say, well, why do I need an intermediary when I'm already connected? Well, good question. Now, this isn't to say we don't need guidance. We human beings, we're a work in progress. We're learning. We're growing. We need help. We need encouragement. We need support. Because we're human. Spiritual beings having a human experience. Spiritual beings having a human experience. Huh? And so all the great teachers and sages and masters who have embraced this experience themselves have had a spiritual awakening that stayed with them, have something to say about it that can be helpful to us. Jesus was one of these. He was pretty good at it. But so was Buddha, Krishna, the prophets, and many others who have had this experience and were willing to share with their fellow human beings about how to discover this within themselves, not as being intermediaries, but as being helpers along the way. And so here's some scriptural support to help us clearly see our connection. You see, at the heart of it all is love. Love's the connection. And God is love. and all who live in love live in God, and God lives in them. And so we take this image with us. God, me, in the heart. And anytime we want to feel connected again, we're just going to bring it back. And let this soak in until we totally even let go of this and we're already feeling that limitless power of God flowing through us as intuition, as inspiration, as all good. You see, God is a loaded word. It's loaded with a lot of good. But it's loaded with a lot of meanings, a lot of concepts, this and this and this. And when you boil it down, God is beyond this and this and this and this. I want to finish with a quote from Gerald May, a book called The Dark Night of the Soul, in which he quotes the author of the original Dark Night of the Soul, St. John of the Cross, who said that the soul is in God like a stone buried in the earth. In a way, the stone and the earth are already at one, and in a manner of speaking, the stone is already at the earth's center. Yet there are many centers in the earth, and the stone can always sink more deeply, closer to the earth's deepest center. And thus the relationship between God and a person is dynamic, always capable of greater deepening. God, it's a loaded word. It's time to sing. Ready to sing? Our next song is, I have it right here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's on the other side of here. 37. I am told, somebody whispered in my ear, 37, in this blue book, the Song of the Universe, number 37. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. Okay. We're each a note in the song of the universe, each a part of the whole. So let your note be a part of the symphony, satisfy your soul. Each one of us makes our own special music, everyone is unique. When we let our song come forth, we find the love we seek. We're each a note in the song of the universe, each a part of the whole. So let your note be a part of the symphony, satisfy your soul. A note from here and a note from there is all a part of the song. Join it all together and it makes our planet strong. We're each a note in the song of the universe, each a part of the whole. So let the note be a part of the symphony and satisfy your soul, to satisfy your soul.
Thank you, Kay and Linda. Well, we now have an opportunity to share of our good with our ministry, Unity of Springfield. So if you came here today with a gift to share, we have bowls in the front and the back of the sanctuary to receive your gift. You can also donate electronically if you go to our website, unityofspringfieldil.org, and go to the Donate tab. You can make a donation there. If you're watching online, there should be a link showing up on your screen right now. You can also text to give. Just get out your phone, text to give, 217-335-4121. That's 217-335-4121. I've been watching a lot of lawyer commercials. or mail your check to 417 East Cordelia Street, Springfield, Illinois, 62703. And so let us join together with our offering blessing. Together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful. Amen. And now, here come the guys. Try as a church mouse. Are you ready to do the prayer for protection? I heard a yes, a very church mouse yes. Let's join together in praying our prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And now let us rise, form a circle as we sing, "Let there be peace on earth." It's a shame, 'cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball